Although the world is full of suffering, much of it due to us humans, it's also full of kind people who will do anything they can to help another living creature. Today, we will show you the most unbelievable moments when animals ask people for help. Watch this video till the end to restore your faith in humanity. When this giraffe was found with a tire stuck on its neck, these wildlife medics helped get rid of it and took care of the wounds too. An absolutely wonderful and brave rescue effort, but my only question is, how did the tire end up there in the first place? This poor dog had his head stuck between a fence, trapped for hours. Thankfully, these people heard his calls for help and freed the innocent animal just in time. Just watch how this poor turtle was struggling to survive until it was found by these wonderful guys, who didn't hesitate to help the dying animal. Acts like these restores our faith in humanity. This man witnessed his dog plunge through the thin ice but didn't hesitate to jump in after him. Trudging their way through the shallow freezing water, they make it back to safety. This sheep survived alone in the Australian bush for several years without ever being sheared, which eventually led to the animal carrying around 26 kilograms of burdensome wool. But thankfully, after many attempts, this organization could finally catch the sheep and rescue it. This baby elephant had been stuck in mud for almost 2 days, and his protective mother refused to abandon her child. Due to the danger of the adult mother's presence, they both had to be tranquilized in order for the safety mission to be pulled off. Now, as the mother elephant regains consciousness, she realizes that her baby has been freed, and they happily walk away together. After saving 2 people from drowning in a river, this crew was not going to forget about the poor dog that was also fighting against the strong currents. They spent nearly 2 hours on the rescue mission, but it was all worth it in the end. This elephant, unfortunately, lost a limb and could no longer live in the wild. But it was lucky enough to get a prosthesis made by some caring and knowledgeable humans, and now it'll be able to walk again. This baby could fall at any moment, and so a man decided to save it at all costs. Even if that meant he had to defy the laws of gravity. This little animal fell into a pitch-black basement in the middle of the night. Good thing, it quickly figured out how to use the stairs. Here we have another tiny deer who got itself into some trouble by getting its leg stuck in a barbed wire fence. But this little deer was very lucky to have been found by kind-hearted people. As they cut the fence and rescued the baby, its mother was breathlessly watching from only 30 yards away, waiting to be reunited. It would have taken this sloth all day to cross the road. Luckily, a caring driver stopped to help. This Arctic fox had no hope of ever finding food in such a snowy desert. Whenever I see a bunch of strangers teaming up to save a life, my faith in humanity is restored, stronger than ever. This baby elephant is stuck in mud for days, and no one could save the poor animal except humans. Thankfully, these humans were not afraid to get a little muddy in order to save an innocent soul. This guy found some furry thieves who had fallen into a dumpster and were literally asking for help. So, he quickly launched an evacuation mission. When this family was fishing on a lake during a beautiful summer evening, they spotted a bear with a plastic jar stuck on its head. Trying to figure out how to get this tub off his head, despite the danger, the family attempted to move their boat next to the bear and tried to remove the jar. After several attempts, they were finally able to free the animal. Sometimes animals don't understand that we're trying to help them. Like this dog, who had evaded capture for several weeks. The dog's life was in serious jeopardy and was in desperate need of help. Luckily, these guys finally managed to capture the stray dog using a fishing net and remove the plastic jar that was stuck on its head, saving its life. This dog got stuck in barbed wire and desperately tried to free himself, only making it worse. These kind-hearted people managed it very well to save a life. These kind people risked their safety to free a dangerous bobcat from a trap. Just look how confused the poor animal is when it realizes the human was just trying to help. Watch how this brave man saves a calf from being eaten by a lion, then has a very intense standoff with a dangerous carnivore. An iced-over pool may seem like a great spot to sniff, but as you can see here, the danger is real. Thankfully, the owners were nearby and jumped in to save the dog, who was struggling to stay above the freezing water. This red fox stuck its paw in a tree while searching for food. All it could do was wait for a miracle, and this guy was its second chance at life. This little deer tumbled into the water, struggling to find its way back to dry land. Even its mother couldn't lend a hand. But then, some kind-hearted folks heard its desperate cries for help. They sprang into action, saving the tiny deer from a watery fate and reuniting it with its worried mother. This street cat was hit by a car and was left on the side of the road to die. Some people thought the cat was already gone and put flowers by its body. But when this woman came to pick it up, they realized that the animal was still alive, although badly injured and in shock. This kind woman took the cat to the hospital, and amazingly, it survived. The Australian bushfires are devastating for the country's wildlife. One of the animals terribly affected was this wailing koala, badly burnt and in desperate need of help. Luckily, there were a lot of kind people who stayed in these dangerous areas to save all the animals left behind. Just watch how this man and woman save the koala, later transporting it to a nearby hospital. A sight like this would send most people running, but this man knew it was just Betty, a friendly alligator that was just coming to ask for a little treat. Just a normal day in Florida, but never try it yourself. A lioness needs help sometimes, especially when they're literally dying of thirst. But don't try this at home. Just look at this adorable reunion between a baby sloth and its mother. For such a good deed, this person was rewarded with slow but boundless gratitude from the sloth's mom. These birds were so hungry that they were asking people for food in the drive-thru.